Hello,
Hello.
how are you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Where are you calling from?
I'm from Brazil.
Lovely. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Anyway,
Um,
where are you from?
I'm from America.
America. Which part in
So
America?
I'm originally from Maine, the state of Maine, which is pretty far north, but right now I'm in the state of Utah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And uh, and how can I pronounce your name?
Sure. It's pronounced Gabrielle.
Gabriel.
Yeah. Yep. Perfect.
Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. How long have you been learning English?
Sorry?
How long have you been learning English?
Maybe 2 or 3 years by myself. You know, it was the moment when I started to learn English like seriously, But um, when I was a kid, um, I took some English classes in English courses too, but I quit it like always, But a couple years ago, I started and I decided to um, take this kind of thing seriously. So
Nice.
that's a short part of my story with English.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah,
And are you learning English for your job or personal reasons?
yeah, kind of. I can say yeah, because I'm a musician and I work recently. I got a new job working a school in a regular school. I don't know if you guys use this term. It's not a music school, like it's a normal one, and but it's a bilingual school and I have to teach music but speak in English, and it's a challenge, and yeah,
Nice. Okay, cool.
yeah,
And
and
do you
I'm
enjoy going to that school?
yeah, it's pretty cool there. It's a school, American school, and oops, all of the students there speaking English with their tutors, their teachers, and with me, they can or cannot speak in English, like just only English, but there are a lot of students there. I mean, most of the students in this school, they are American, you know, and they just know how to speak English. So I have to be prepared.
Yeah. So in that school, do you find it easier to learn English just because you hear it a lot?
I mean, sorry.
So in that school, do you think it's easier to learn English just because you hear it a lot? Like you hear people speaking
Yeah,
English
yeah,
a
yeah,
lot?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. For
Nice.
example, one of my students there, he is Brazilian,
Hmm.
but he speaks English like, oh man, very, very good. And he just a kid. What he is 8 years old, and he speaks English super fluent, and it's very cool, and um, when you get there, um, you you can tell all of those uh, students and those voices surround, like you speak English, and it's like, oh, I'm in American, because you know and it's funny and very cool. I was I'm liking a lot.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Yes, it's most of the time when people ask ways to become better at English, like faster, I always recommend immersing yourself in the language in any way you can. So, hearing people speak English around you all the time helps you really understand English and how it's like formed in sentence structure much, much easier than if you're just reading and writing English. So having people to speak with that are either fluent in English or know how to pronounce English like properly, um,
Hmm.
it really, really helps. So I'm
Yeah,
glad that you have
exactly.
that to use. Uh, and do you also speak
Have
English
you
like? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
been teaching English for a long time?
Yeah, a couple months. Yeah. But
Oh,
I mean,
interesting.
I'm a native
But just on
speaker.
cambly?
Yeah, just on Cambly. Yep. Hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So, I when I'm not working in Cambly and when I'm not traveling, I work in healthcare. So,
Hmm.
a big part of my job is describing to people what's going on with their body, like if they're sick or if they're ill. I explain what procedures would be done if they needed like surgery or if they needed to do something medical, like medical wise. So um, it's always been easy for me to explain things
Hmm.
to people. So it helps with speaking
Yeah.
English. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
That's
So what's
that's
oh,
such
go ahead.
a big thing, you know.
Yeah. Um,
Nice.
so what type of music do you make? You said you're a musician. What type of music do you make?
Yeah, as a musician, my main thing, it's like nowadays my bread and butter, it's teach music, but I can play too, like in um occasionally in parties, pubs, some events and stuff, and playing. I play everything, because I have to play what the
Hmm.
people
Right,
want that I play.
right,
Yeah,
right.
but what I like to play, what I like to study, it's jazz music, soul music. I like
Nice.
blues and pop music. I like to because of my students. So my students, the most of uh, the most of songs they listen to, it's pop music because it's the type of song they listen to uh, on the radio, you know.
Right.
So they bring to me, and I have to listen to with them too, and yeah, um, after listen to like a lot uh, pop music, turn up one of my um, favorite type of songs.
Nice.
Yeah,
So do
American
you,
American songs, by the
I
way.
was gonna say, do you listen to like English songs?
Sorry.
Like, do you
Yeah,
listen
yeah,
to
yeah,
like
yeah.
music in English? I know jazz usually doesn't have lyrics, at least from what
Yeah,
I know. But I
yeah.
know that like
It
soul music.
has it has, but as I'm a guitar player, so I like to uh, instrumental music.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But pop music, I like the American songs. For example, like Bruno Mars, Coldplay, um, Ed Sheeran, Ariana Grande, and all of those guys. Dua Lipa,
Nice.
she's
Nice.
great.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Do you play like an electric guitar? Do you play an acoustic guitar? What's
electric
your
guitar,
electric
exactly.
guitar? Nice.
Yeah, yeah,
Nice.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
It's
now
my
I'm
It's my cup of tea, electric guitar, but I can
Yeah,
play other instruments too,
yeah, yeah,
musical instruments too,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
keyboard. I can play drums, acoustic
Hmm.
guitar, of course, and bass guitar.
Nice. Bass guitars are very
Yeah,
I
do you
like the
like
sound of bass
music?
guitars. I do. I love music. I
Interesting, nice.
Yeah, I don't listen to a lot of jazz. But I do listen to um like indie folk music. I do like some soul music. I like um more like slightly bluegrass folksy music. That's my go-to. I also like indie rock. Um,
Indie rock, yeah.
yeah,
I've
yeah,
heard a
yeah,
lot about it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I have a lot of students, and they like to.
mhm. Yeah, some of my I do like Coldplay a lot. I don't know what category you'd put them in. I guess they're pop. It depends on
Yeah, maybe.
what generation or like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
what year of their music you're listening to. Um,
Exactly.
yeah. Uh, trying to think. Um,
Exactly. Hey,
I
I would
apologize
like
for the wind.
to. Uh, okay, yeah. I got something that I would like to ask you.
Sure. Yeah.
It's just basic things, but for me, it's a big challenge,
Sure.
But
Yeah. Of course.
uh, it's a couple words in English,
Yeah.
and I would like to know from you if it is words that have different meanings, or it's the same and you just have to use in different contexts. I would
Sure.
like to, for example, the first one is figure, think, and guess. For example, like,
Mhm.
oh, I think, I figure, and I guess. I can
Yeah.
use an like it's synonyms,
Yes.
or it's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, so it's this is where the English language gets very confusing because you're right. It can be used in both ways. So, for example, um, I figure it will take me 8 hours to get there, or I guess it will take me 8 hours to get there, or I think it will take me 8 hours to get there. All of those words can be used interchangeably
Okay.
in that sentence. But
There,
yeah,
there is some particular thing in one of these words.
yeah. So um, if you wanted to say figure is like could mean I guess, I think, maybe something like that. It can also mean I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to um,
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna if you say I'm gonna figure this out, it means that you're gonna think about it, you're gonna find the answer, you're going to do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you can
Okay.
use it in both
Nice.
ways, which is there's a lot of words like that in the English
Yeah,
language, and it's very
yeah,
confusing.
exactly.
And I feel so bad for students because even native speakers don't always understand that. But yeah,
Interesting.
yeah,
And another one needs two and four, like to you and
hmm
for you.
yeah,
When I have to use one or another one,
sure.
there
So,
is a rule, or
yeah,
it's
kind of, yeah. So if I'm saying I'm going to give you this phone, um, it's for you, or I'm going to give it to you. Is that what you're kind of saying? I don't know if that's 100%.
maybe
Maybe.
kind
Sadly,
of.
we only have about 40 seconds. I want to explain it
Yeah,
better, but
yeah. Oh,
maybe for
that's
another
too
time.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Wait.
it was very nice to meet you, James, and I hope you have a
No,
great rest of your day.
yeah, me too. I had I really have a great time.
Great. Awesome. Okay. Bye-bye.
Nice. Bye bye, teacher.